Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Hello to another LinkedIn live session today during lunchtime. So I hope you're enjoying a good meal or just a coffee. Today's topic is about becoming an EODF trustee. And no better person to answer some questions around that than our co-chair of the EODF, Lorena Balestrieri. I welcome you on stage. Hello, great to see you.
Nice
And
to see
wow,
you.
you're sun-kissed.
Oh, yes. Let's see how it lasts because it's the Netherlands, right? So sun is here for a moment. Maybe we end the call and it's raining.
I know, I know. It's the sun is coming here on the other side of the city too, because
Okay, there we
we're
go.
in the same city. Well,
Yes, yeah.
great, Laura. So today we two are hopefully going to answer some questions to potential new EODF trustees. So we're
Yes.
looking for new trustees for the next term. So 2025, 2025 and 2026.
Yes.
And to start out with, Lorena, would you just say a couple of words about yourself and how you got to the EODF and in this wonderful position of the co-chair?
Oh, thank you for that. First of all, I'm very happy to be here. Hi to everyone. Hopefully, you have on the other side questions and you can ask us during this call as well. But yes, my name is Lorena Balestrieri, so very well pronounced my surname, Tine. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
It's a very Italian surname. I have an Italian passport, but I'm Argentinian. And I live in the Netherlands. And the fun fact is that I do not speak Italian. So this is a little bit about me. I came to the Netherlands 6 years ago, and I have a background in operations overall. So I used to be in the hotel industry, and then I worked for a tech company and the operations, the global operations. And I got interested in the EODF, I would say almost 2.5 years, 3 years ago, when I heard about it, helping someone else in org design. So I got to know about this amazing organization, and then I become a trustee. I applied with knowing very little, but with a lot of yes. I was eager to help, to learn, and to understand more about what there was behind this world. So yeah, this is also a good tip for whoever's there on the other side, that you don't need to be 100% experimented in org design. You need to be willing to learn. You need to be willing to give and collaborate with a team of people. Spend some time to put work into the ODF and make this community grow. So that's what brought me here. And I've learned so much along these 2 years that I'm looking forward to the next 2 years. And the reason why I become a co-chair is was like I wanted to really get involved. I really wanted to learn more. I wanted to do something for this community. This willingness came up after we went to the conference last year. Last year's conference in Lisbon was great, and I met such an amazing people and such a warm community, um, generous community, I would say, because they were all willing to learn, like from the top professionals to the first starters or practitioners in the field. They were all open to share and to collaborate and to work together. So that what made me say yes, I want to be and collaborate more towards this and help this community grow and get their word out there and to spread and connect. So that's a little bit the reason why I become a co-chair. I speak a lot as well. So please interrupt.
No,
Please
I
have
mean,
a real
you keep
spot.
you keep answering questions because I wanted to ask you, so what makes the EODF so special? But I think you already said it, because it's a very open and collaborative community. And I was thinking, oh yeah, that's the reason why I got stuck there last year too. Right? I was there for the first time
Yes,
at the
because you're also part of
conference.
this community. Yes, yes, it's a very warm community and a generous community. Every time they ask me to define the community, those are the two words that I mostly use: generous and warm,
Mm-hmm.
welcoming. Then there is a lot of knowledge and there is a lot of yes, the beefy part of it. But at the end of the day, what brings people together is the wanting to be part of a community or a group or a team that is open to share.
Mm-hmm.
Without like, okay, I'm just going to keep the things for myself. No, we're sharing, we're open, we we also welcome different mindsets, different approaches. We want to open the discussion. I'm going to answer one of your questions, I think. I'm going to.
Yeah, so because I wanted to ask you, so the now you're going into the values and also almost principles of the
Yeah.
EODF, right? Can you say a little bit about the values of the EODF?
Yes, I was going to just go first with our mission, right? So the mission is advancing
Or
the
the
field of
mission, yeah.
org design. So that's our mission. That's what we want. And to advance the field of org design, we need to bring different, I call it currents, but basically different lines of thought, right? So
Mm-hmm.
different ways of understanding org design and opening the discussion. We have a position taken, yes, of course, but still we want to challenge that position. We want to understand, we want to build towards it. Within our values, I have them written down, I just don't want to miss out on anyone. um, we have integrity, right? Humility. This is also about like wanting to learn one from another without having, let's say, egos going around. We respect each other a lot. We respect the position or the thoughts that each and everyone has. This goes also to inclusiveness, right? So we want to address and bring and welcome everybody from different perspectives. We are focused on Europe, so we are European organizational design.
Mm-hmm.
So we focus on Europe, but we welcome anybody. For a trustee role, we do really want someone that is from Europe, but we'll go into those requirements in a little bit. And then we have openness, right? So we open our our community to anybody that wants to learn from it. And this goes from professionals with huge amount of experience to practitioners to individual consultants to people that work in organizations and want to learn more about org design. um, and this is how we become a diverse team, right?
Mm-hmm.
By all these values coming together.
Yeah, yeah. The EODF is like a tank of innovation in that sense, right? Like this platform of advancing the field of org design, connecting academia with practitioners internally, externally of organizations. As you said, we internal consultant, we have external consultants, but we also have people of different kind of other areas that are touching the field of org design and also some org development because
Yes.
you have to think that or bring that together as well and in some countries it's even more of a used expression.
Interrelated, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now, so you have been in a trustee role yourself. Can you tell us a
Mhm.
little bit about how this works and how, like there's different roles, there's different people. Currently, we have 8 trustees. Is
Yes, we
that
are
right?
eight. Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, just tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of insights. When I joined, I didn't know exactly how this was going to be, let's say, how it would take place. And as from this mandate of, or let's say, of this board, we do have like an operating model that splits us in like kind of work streams, right? So we take care of different aspects of the activities that we want to go around with, and we split them up a bit. We have a role that is more about digital and platform, so it's a more techie approach. So how can we put a little bit of tech into our organization? So we are trying to understand that we work, uh, we are building ourselves up. So we have a digital and platform or tech person. We have a marketing and community engagement team. And I say team because generally the work streams are built by two people per per stream, ideally, because that way we can interact, we can brainstorm, we can cover ourselves. It's a little bit more dynamic and it's a bit more of diverse ideas. There's another one that's about corporate and account management. So that's basically how to look at all what is corporate, because we do have individuals that are part of it, but we also have organizations that are part of it. organizations that are linked to us or that are consuming whatever practitioner and education coordination. So that is more about, yes, the individuals, right? So one is more focused on corporate and the other one is more focused on individual. So those are the four work streams that we have. And that's a little bit how we split ourselves up by twos, right? I can deep dive into any of those, but yeah, overall, those are the ones. Just to put a little bit more of levels into it and a bit more of clarity towards it, we generally establish 2 or 3 strategic objectives along the year. We try to focus and we don't move very much from them because, of course, we spend limited amount of time towards the EODF. So if we have the same strategic objectives, then we can all build and put our brick towards the same direction. I can share with you which other ones we have right now.
Mhm.
I can share with you which other ones we have right now. So one is related to understanding and improving the membership experience.
Okay. So we have a little bit of a connection problem, I think. Let's see when Laura is coming back.
Hello, I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, there you are. Okay, perfect.
Sorry, I'm not sure what happened. I'm sorry for that. Hopefully, we're still there.
Yes.
I was talking about the strategic objectives. I'm not sure how much of that was heard, but let's say that we have 2 strategic objectives going on this year and also a little bit from last year. One is understanding and improving the member experience, and the other one is strengthening our
I'm afraid
capabilities.
you.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, I'm afraid we have some trouble here with the connection. But practically, I think what Lorena wants.
For corporate growth. So what we want to do is make sure that we have the capabilities. I'm here back. I don't know what's going on. It comes and goes, right?
Yes, it comes and goes a little bit.
But you're still there, right? So it doesn't disconnect. Absolutely. It just has trouble.
Okay.
It's weird because my internet's okay. Okay.
Well, we don't
So
know,
the other
right?
one is
Because
about
it's a
strengthening our
stream.
capabilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I'm back. So basically, it's about strengthening our capabilities for corporate growth, right? So we want to make sure that we have the capabilities to support our corporate members. So we're focusing
Yeah.
right now on memberships, right? Individual and corporate. So here we go. So yeah, maybe any question, or maybe you want to round the idea up with what I was saying, Tine, if it went back and forth.
Yeah, I think like what's really important to know is
Hello?
that the that our community's mission is to advance the field of org design, which is really important. So if you're passionate about that and you want to be at the forefront of discovering the trends, but also what works, what doesn't, maybe, but also, not looking for a blueprint, but rather than diving into the diversity of what this field has to offer, I think this is really your place to be and a huge playground to explore and discover and to bring this forward. I think the EODF is really like this tank of creativity in the field, because everybody is really coming together, and this makes it very interesting. And I think this also makes it so welcoming and so open and just really nice to be in there. And these different kind of roles are helping to what Lorena said is helping to create a focus. how to contribute to the community, and also make it easier to have everybody put like effective time and effort in, because it's a volunteering position, as you know. So everybody is usually, you know, doing anything else, like at a main job or not. But it also means like, okay, we're really trying to, you know, like taking all that into consideration, and yeah, and making it best work. I think what would be good to also go into, Lorena, is the process a little bit, the application process.
Yes, I'll explain the application process. I'll also like to explain at some point which are the requirements for the role, but let's
Yes.
go for the application process. So, um, we need to send we're going to select, right, the trustees. It's not that you sign up and you become a trustee. It's a conversation that we're going to have, a both way conversation, to see if it's good and it's what you're looking for, and it's also what the board needs for the upcoming 2 years. So it's going to be an open conversation where we have um, chats where we can answer your questions. Hopefully we answer 50% to 60% of those questions for this live session, so then we can optimize and use the best time of the conversation to understand which are your needs, what are you looking for, and how you can contribute to this community. And then we will have a decision, a board decision, on which are the best trustees to come on board, and also to select or propose. It's going to be a both way conversation on which would be the best field. And when I say field, is the work stream in which to work through. We have the applications open right now up to September 18th, which is today. We will extend it very likely for another extra week in case you want to give it a think and you want to get back to us. But then during the first weeks of October, we're going to start reaching out, and we're going to schedule a 30-45 minute call where we have a conversation and we go through specifics of the role, and to understand which is your motivation and why do you want to become a trustee. It's going to be very, very important, to be honest, the willingness to be part of this community and to contribute, right? um, I'd like to go into the requirements because I think that ties it a little bit into the into what is that we're looking for, and if it's for them or not, or for you on the other side. I'd like to hear questions if there are questions around it. um, oh, that was the bell, but fantastic, that's not a problem for me. So between the requirements that we have, first of all, is that you need to be located in Europe. um, that's important very much, because we have a 2 year a two twice a year face-to-face meeting, which means that we will have to fly you from some part of Europe to another part of Europe, because those face-to-face meetings happen within Europe. Then the important part is that trustees must commit to a 2 to 4 hour per week. um, Sometimes it changes, sometimes not, but I would say a 2 hour per week, 3 hours, 4 hours at most per week to the EODF. So that way we can ensure that you are having the time to collaborate towards the community, because we are a board of that talk strategic, but we also do a lot. There is a lot of work behind it, especially when it comes to communicating and spotlighting people within the community. Well, we were talking about the board meetings. So at least the commitment to participate in 4 board meetings. 2 of them are face to face, but 2 of them are virtual. It's a half-day meeting where we go through different aspects. We come together. We unblock whatever's blocking us. We have discussions on how to um, improve or advance the field of org design, and which are our next steps, and how we bring visibility to the community. Um, there's also something that we encourage and we want, is that the trustees meet our community face to face during the conference. So come to the conference. I can say that most of these expenses are paid for by the EODF. So this is something that in the past wasn't there, and now we are in a position that we can afford it. So yes, this is something that it's a both way, right? It's what you have to give to the EODF, but what the EODF can give you as well. So you're also participating of the 2-day conference that we do in some of the cities within are yes, Europe. So yes, if you haven't signed up and you're not joining the conference, this is a good moment also to join the conference. I will talk.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. This year we're going to have it in Milan. So yes,
Yeah.
fashion city, right?
Yeah. And the
Right.
15th and 16th of November.
Yes. So hopefully we're all there.
Yes,
Yes,
we will
yes,
be there.
we will be
Yes,
there
we
for
will be
sure.
there.
I have my tickets already.
Yes, me
Um,
too.
so that we'll see each other. And then there are two or three things more that we would really appreciate and we really encourage and we need. And this is a little bit about where the strategy is going. We need you to be a facilitator of a live session, for example, on LinkedIn, or a community event, or just be an interviewer within a LinkedIn Live, for example, because we want to spotlight different people that are within the community. And when I say people, it's about their knowledge, their work, their business cases. We really want to bring this to the community, and this is the best way to do it. So as trustees, we would expect, doesn't matter in which work stream you are part of, you can facilitate a conversation in this environment, in this context. We also expect active participation on our platform, on our EODF platform. So we have a platform where all the practitioners and all the professionals connect and communicate, all the members, and then we want you to be active there. We want you to be part of that community. We want you to really engage with the different people in the community. And then there is another one that we have that has to be it has related to the masterclass, right? You need to have had the masterclass or have the intention to do the masterclass, to also be aligned on what is one of our value propositions to the community. So there are quite a few. They look a lot, but basically they come together by being an active member of the community. And that means participating on a live session, bringing and connecting people, writing an article or two for our LinkedIn, for our newsletter, like sharing your knowledge. It's a place that you can also spotlight your work. So, yeah, again, I talk a lot. I'm a chatterbox, I know, but
No, but I think,
I'd like to know if there are questions or if it's clear, or maybe you want to summarize something. Um, Okay, yes, I'm sorry, Julian. Yes, what a shame, the bad internet. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I do not know what happened. Okay.
well, I would say if there are no questions now, it doesn't mean like questions cannot be asked later. Also, so if you are unsure, if you have questions, just send an email to info at eodf.eu. And just say in the subject application trustee. And I would say, like, yeah, definitely this is a great opportunity to be at the forefront of the org design field and to really co-create it together, what the future can bring. Um,
Yes, we do. Yes, Julian, we do include UK as part of Europe. We have a very big community. I think this community was built before the Brexit, so we still keep you in our soul. Yes.
yeah. So, are there more questions?
I'm sorry for the bad internet at that point, but yes, I think we covered it almost everything. You will have more information. Yeah, it's okay with Easy Apply in LinkedIn. I'm going to look at those. In Easy Apply, just not to overwhelm our admin, I put my email there as well. So then we can split up a little bit the applications. We will get back to each and every one that has applied. Just bear with us that we need some time to go through the applications, and then can also, yeah, have a chat with you and coordinate a conversation and understand a little further which are your needs, what you can also take away. I can talk from my personal experience, that even if you put a lot of time and work into it, you take a lot away. And a lot of that you take away is basically the connections. It's about the knowledge. It's about the exposure, to having the opportunity to have great conversations with great professionals in the field. So that is something that, yeah, you have to balance it, right? So you also need to think about what do you take from applying as a trustee. I don't know, I'm going to read this one. So exciting. I like, okay. Thank you for these nice words. See you in November. I'm not sure who it is because I have it like a LinkedIn user, so I don't know the name of the person that's writing this. I'm curious to know who you are.
But yeah, it would be great to see as many people as possible in Milan as well, the 15th and 16th of November. And that is also a great opportunity to just get like a really great flavor, I think,
Mhm.
of the energy of the community, which is hard to just like, I mean, just now it's Lorena and me trying to represent it all, but
Yeah.
that's tough because the community is really very diverse, very open-minded, and very collaborative.
Mhm.
So if you feel like this mission is making you excited, I think this can really be your place. And Lorena, the interview round starts mid-October.
Yeah, I think we will go for mid-October. We will reach out for you in the first weeks of October to go through those interviews mid-October, especially because I'm going to be taking most of the interviews and I will be on holidays the first 2 weeks of October. So with a different time zone, and I will not be available, but not because of anything else. And I'd like to add also, if you're in doubt to apply or not to apply and have that conversation with us. So then we can also know and share with you, and then you can take the decision. It's not because you apply, you're in. It's going to be an open conversation in both ways to see if it is a match for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I also need to say that I will be the chair next year. That's what the co-chair means. But I'm not about titles, and so I'm just like, we're going to build a team of people that want to advance the field of org design and have fun while doing it, and enjoying to spotlight people and their work and how they go ahead. Um, so yeah, that's a little bit the idea. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited for what's coming. So yeah, Tine,
Maybe
maybe
just
you can go.
to now, just to summarize, Laura, just like a little bit about your vision of the future EODF.
Yeah, okay. I think I mentioned it very spotted around and here, there, and everywhere. But I really want a group of people to become a team uh, as a board, right? That want to basically give space and spotlight on the different professionals and the different trends and open discussions. I really want to encourage the open discussion between professionals, and that is live sessions, um, face-to-face events, facilitating the communication between the community. We have a whole platform that has been built for the community to have those interactions. If you want to reach out to someone else, if you have a specific topic, if you want to go through something. So I need to say also thank you, Tine, because we've done a great job this year with you, uh, setting up in place a one theme approach on many different topics, having spotlights, connecting the dots, bringing people together to have conversations. So, yes, it's about keeping the two strategic objectives that we have in place, that is basically memberships, corporate and individual. But okay, now from this, how do we add more value to them? And that's going to be part of where I'd like to focus on, right? And the people that will join the board, let's say, we will look for people that really want the same at the end of the day. So spoiler alert, if you
No
already want.
spoiler alert. Nice. Yeah. So even more putting practically the values also into practice in terms of inclusiveness, diversity, openness, and really creating this dialogue between different kind of approaches, tools, methodologies, and people at the end of the day. Yeah. So collaboration first. I really like it. Thank you,
I'm
Lorena.
very excited about it too. So thank you everybody that has joined. Thank you for your great questions. I'm sorry for the internet again. I'm quite a guilty person in some of the aspects, I think. So sorry for that. But yeah, happy to hear from you. And again, sign up, come to the conference, join us, have fun with us. It's fun to be a trustee.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye bye.